I'm Linda from Barlates Body Blitz. Welcome to No Excuses Standing. Today we will be doing only standing exercises. You will need a couple of pieces of equipment, or rather a towel and a chair to hold onto for balance. So with your towel, you basically just want something that you can grip on. We'll be using it for some isometric holds with the arms while we're working our abs and our lower body. And then we're also going to roll it up into a little ball to put in between our inner thighs to squeeze. So if you have a Pilates ball or a bar ball or even a small sofa cushion that's really nice and firm, you can use that instead when we go to the squeezing section. And if you wanted to, you could also use a resistance band instead of the towel for the arm section. So we're going to get straight into it. I want you to start with your feet nice and wide, and we're coming into that nice plie position. So I want you to hold your towel with an overhand grip, and I want it slightly wider than your shoulders. So we're going to start pulsing, a little bit shallow to start with, and then just drawing a little figure eight. So it's drawing the shape of an 8 but on its side, like an infinity symbol, down and down. So you might need to adjust your feet here, depending on how wide you go, how flexible you are. It's okay to have your feet more to the front, but if you can turn out like me, try to do that. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold it at your waist, keep pulsing the legs, and I want side and center, side and center. So I really want you to think about twisting through your waist, and if your legs are ever a bit distracting in this, then just hold still like this, okay? But if you can, you may as well use those large muscle groups in the lower body and pulse, pulse, keeping the weight in your heels. A few more like this. So you should already be feeling tension in those shoulders. So you need to pull out slightly on that towel. 2 more, one each side. And last time. Now stay in the center. Keep your legs wide, push your knees to the back, and I just want little ones, little agitations, twisting through the waist. Tiny little motion, but if you're really drawing your belly button in and trying to keep everything stable, just moving from that waist, you should definitely start feeling this. Push your shoulders down, neck is long. Try to get a bit lower in those legs. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Toe heel in, heels together, toes apart. We're going to come into a curtsy lunge where you've got a nice diamond shape in between those legs. Now maybe hold a little bit closer. Arms overhead this time. Start pulsing. Pulse, pulse. So you're pulling out with those arms. Nice isometric tension there. Then we're going to angle it slightly over to the side, and we're going to make it larger range of motion. Down and up, wood chopping across the body as you do that curtsy lunge. So you want to slightly rotate with your entire upper body as you come down. Thinking about bringing your hand towards your back heel. Down, sweeping. Once again, really important to keep your belly button drawn in. 6 more. 5, 4, 3, come on, 2, last one. Now hold it chest high again, stay low in those legs and agitate once more. So you can do a tiny little pulse in the legs or hold it still, but the main point is use your waist here to rotate. Breathing now, should feel a burning in those legs from staying in that static position. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your legs in for a second. Nice narrow stance, soft knees. Arms are up again. We're going to slightly push our hands behind our head and bend our elbows. And then from here, we're going to tip forward, rounding, and tip back up. So it's and up. And I want you to slightly pick up your heels as you do this. It's kind of a pulse and pulse. And then a pull out on that towel. And a really wide back and curl. Back and curl. So you're curling forward with a rounded spine. This should feel like a dynamic stretch. But I still want you pulling out, and your arms are much more bent here. Bringing that towel behind the head, activating your upper back. 4 more, come on. 3, 2, and last one. Now we're going to step our other leg behind in that same curtsy lunge position. Once again, your arms are overhead and just start pulsing into it. So you want a tiny pulse. Make sure your stance is centered, so your upper body is centered between those legs. We're going to angle it once again to the corner, and this time we're going to come down and up with a slightly larger range of motion in the legs. So this should put you off balance. If you're making really wide sweeping motions, you definitely should be struggling to keep that balance. Down and up, down and up. Hold your belly button in and really think about twisting, not just with your arms, but with your entire upper body. 6 more, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now holding still, maybe grip a little bit more narrow and do those side to sides. Side to sides. I've got a tiny pulse in my legs, but my main focus is pulling out on those arms and twisting through the waist. Come on. Keep going. Maybe sink lower. A few more like this. Wide ones. All the way to the side. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. We're going to come into a slightly wider stance with the legs, soft knees. Bring our hands up again. This time we're going to pull out, keep a nice bent elbow, and we're going to tip to the side and center, tip to the side and center. So directly to the side, pull up center, directly to the side, pull up center. So I'm slightly lifting through my heels again, just because it feels comfortable, but I really want you to focus on keeping the weight in those heels, especially on the down side and up, side and up. Come on, really deep to the side, not forward or back, and maintain that pull out on the towel. That's your isometric work for the arms. 2 more. Last one. Now stay low like this, weight is in the heels. Pull out on the towel, arms are bent and down, and just twist here. Twist, 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 twist. Maybe get lower. Come on. So think about waist twists here. It's not just throwing your arms around. Pulling out on that towel. A few more. You should feel some nice heat through that waistline. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Okay, we're going to grab our chair next, and you don't actually need your towel for this one, so you can just put that down. Now we're going to do another wide plie position, but we're actually going to put our arms on the chair. So rather than staying really nice and upright and tucking our hips like this, we're going to move forward, keeping our hips tucked, our belly button drawn in, but slightly leaning and slightly, only very slightly rounding through the spine. From here, make sure your knees are to the back and you're really nice and wide. Now just start pulsing and pulsing. So your legs are super wide here, but your weight is still in the heel, so you should be able to pick up your toes. Pulse and pulse. Maybe walk yourself slightly further away. It might take a few seconds to adjust. If you want to, you can even rest your head all the way down, but I'm going to keep looking at you here. So now that your legs are pretty warm, you should be able to get low. Okay, a few more like this, then we're going to switch it up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now what I want you to do is come up on the heel on one side and the toe on the other. Now come down. All the way down. So high tippy toe on one side and up on the heel on the other. Do you feel how that changes? How you feel the exercise burning in those muscles? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can we switch it? Again. Pulse it down. Really focus on keeping your body central. So if you need to shift slightly to the side, that your leg is on the toe, then you can do that. Keeping it central. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to come up on both toes, so bring your feet slightly closer, both toes. Down, up, up. Down deep, up, up. Down, up, up. Come on, you're sinking low, lowest point, and then 2 ups. Down, up, up. Down, up, up. 4 more. 3 more, remember knees to the back. 2. Last one, and you guessed it, we're up on our heels. So maybe you can go a bit further out again with those heels. Coming back down into that nice tucked position. Tummies are in, hips are tucked forward. And then it's down, up, up. Down, up, up. Make sure your feet are flexed and your toes are high. All the way into the heels. Are you feeling your inner thighs? Down, up, up. And if you need to adjust, bring your legs closer together or closer to the chair, do it. 3 more. Down, up, up. 2, up, up. Last one, up, up. Nice job. Now instead of hinging forward, we're going to come really upright. Come in a little bit closer. I want you to come up on the toe, up on the heel, and we're going to switch it. Okay, so toe, heel. Toe, heel. Toe, heel. It might seem a bit awkward at first, but this exercise is really, really good for your feet and ankles. So once you get it, sink on lower, get down low, keep those legs out, keep those knees to the back. Just 4, 3, 2, 1. Bit of a rest, readjust, again up on the toe, up on the heel, push back with those inner thighs. Back, 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 come on. Staying upright, no death grips on those chairs. Deep breath, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down, up on the other toe, up on the heel, back, 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 back. Last thing in this position, get lower, think about pushing your inner thighs to the front, knees to the back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull yourself up. Now we're going to use our towel as a ball. So you'll want your chair to the side. Roll up your towel any which way you like it, that it creates the biggest kind of rounded shape to squeeze in on. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. Then you want to put it in between your inner thighs. Have the chair to your side. We're going to start off rising up on those toes, highest stiletto heels. Everything is straight as if you're leaning against the wall. Maybe put your hand on your waist and just go down and up, down and up, down and up, down and up. Feeling that nice burn in the front of the thighs here, but also squeezing in on that towel to make it nice and tight for the inner thighs. Maybe walk your feet closer together if you need to, depending on your towel width. Now hand above for some extra balance challenge work. 4 more, and 3, and 2, and 1. Now I want you to keep your toe up on the closest to the chair, on the foot closest to the chair. Come down on flat foot on the other side. From here, we're going to come down and we're going to push our hip to the chair. Down and push up. Down and push up. Now I want you to squeeze your inner thighs here. Push up. Down and push up. Down and push up. Bring your arm into it. Push. Down and push. Pull down with that arm. Down and push. Come on, you should feel your hip. You should feel your thigh. You should feel your oblique here as well. Down and push. Come on, 8 more. And 7. And 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Now hold it here, and it's a tiny tuck with the hip to the side and a tiny in with the elbow. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now back up on those toes. Maybe readjust your towel. We're going to come really close together with our feet now. From here, hand is to the side. Hand is in front. We're going to step out slightly. I'm talking slightly, and then back in. So you need to make sure that step out is so slight you don't lose your towel, right? So it's still a press and then press harder. Still a press harder. You are not level changing. You're doing this tiny step, but you are keeping your body in the same vertical line. 6 more and in. 5 more. Come on, use those arms. 3, tense through your arms. 2, and last one, last little thing, hand over head, pick up that leg and tiny plies. Oh, are you feeling this burn? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Guess what? Other side. So now on this side, we're going to change it slightly. We're going to have our heels together, our toes apart, just because we want a slightly different feel to the exercise, but you still need to be pushing in. You still need to slightly tuck your hips. And now you'll be able to push in on your heels as well as this towel. So if you want to start with your hand on your hip, it's down and up, exactly the same thing. Breathing through it. So now that you have 2 points to squeeze, you've got more to think about. Maybe hand over head. Everything is nice and tall, as if you're leaning against that imaginary wall. Down and up. Come down to the point where you feel your thighs burning. A few more like this. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now just turn your feet parallel, put the one away from the chair down flat. This one stays up on the toe. And remember, we're coming down and squeezing, and we're going to bring our hand down on the other side, and we're going to keep that arm engaged. So you're coming down and squeezing your hip towards the chair. Down and up. Down and up. Are you feeling this? Blow out as you push your hip there. Up. Down and up. You should feel your abs as well. That shortening action there is getting into the muffin top. Down and up. 5 more. And 4. And 3. Don't forget the squeeze. 2. And 1. And guess what? Little ones. Pull down with that elbow. Little tucks to the chair. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up on your tippy toes. Down into that stance where your heels are touching. You're pushing in on that towel. We're going to step out that slight step. Arm comes out, back in. Out, back in. It's a tiny step because you still need to grip that towel. Out, back in. As you come back in, squeeze not just on the towel, squeeze on your heels. Out and in. No level changes with your upper body. Make sure it's challenging on your thighs. Breathe through it. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Come in, pick up this leg, plies, tiny ones, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness. Okay, move the chair and we're finishing how we started. So pull your towel out again, come into that wide plie position again. So now your legs should be nice and warm. Come up with your hands. We're going to step behind and rotate. So it's like that figure 8 we did, pulling out on the towel, but now we're staying in the wide plie and we're adding those two together. We did the curtsy lunge and we did a wide plie. Now add them together. Plie and curtsy. Stay low. Maybe step wider. Maybe rotate to the back further. Stay low, come on, squeeze those legs. Remain turned out in your legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay on this side. Rotations through the upper body, that figure 8. Little bounces, we're finishing. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay in the center, agitate side to side. Come on, arms are strong. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step the other side, same thing. Figure eights with a pulse. Breathe through it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Absolutely last thing, wide plie. Same thing we did before. Pull out on the towel. This is how we finish. Get low. Get low. Tummies are in. You can do this. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Now we're going to stretch it out. You can use your chair if you like. So I just want you to walk back. Hands are extended. Deep breath in through the nose and then out through the mouth. So those arms got worked mostly isometrically today. Now stand with your hands behind your back and just pull up. So not a lot of weight work, not even that much body weight work, but those pulls definitely activated all those little muscle fibers. Now bring your heel up to your glutes and stretch the front of your thigh, your quad there. You can push that foot into the hand. And then just turn your chair if you need to, and if you want to put your foot up on the chair and then just lean towards it, stretching your hamstring. You can also do this on the ground. And then I'm going to come into a runner's lunge. So I'm going to keep my heel down and just lean forward into that. Feels good. And then I'm just going to switch that up. So I'm going to put my other leg behind me, squeezing, pushing, stretching. And then just put your heel up on the chair and lean forward at the waist. You can hold these stretches a lot longer if you like. And then just stepping back into that runner's lunge, keeping the back leg nice and straight. And then finally, I'm going to sit on the chair and I'm just going to cross my leg over and lean forward to stretch out my hip and my glute area. And then just switch that up. You don't have to lean forward. If you feel it here, you might want to push down a little bit. This is just to intensify that stretch. And then finally, hands overhead. Tilt to the side and to the other side and slightly to the front and to the front on this side. And that is it. Thanks so much for joining me for No Excuses Standing. I hope you enjoyed it and I will look forward to working out with you at the next segment.